Everlane's brand slogan is radical transparency. Know your factories, know your costs, always ask why. But is Everlane's transparency really that radical? One thing I'll say is I really do like their price transparency. This is really cool and it's something I haven't seen from any other sort of big brands. They break down the cost to show how much they pay for materials, hardware, labor, duties, and transport. And this adds up to how much Everlane pays for one single garment. And then they show the markup, they show how much the consumer will pay. And then they also show the traditional retail price so that the consumer can see how much money they're saving by purchasing a garment from Everlane. This is definitely really cool. But their manufacturing is maybe not as transparent as it could be. There are companies like Levi's, Gap, and even H&M that publish a list of factories that they work with. And this includes factories all over the world, places like Bangladesh, and it includes the names and addresses. So potentially consumers could fairly easily directly contact these factories if they wanted. And Levi's claims to be the first apparel company to publish a factory list way back in 2005. That's 5 years before Everlane even existed. And you'd think, why aren't these big companies being applauded for their manufacturing transparency? I think they maybe haven't done as good of a job of making it an integral part of their brand image like Everlane has. But you think if these massive brands have public factory lists, why wouldn't Everlane, a company that claims to be radically transparent? In an interview, the Everlane CEO and founder stated, basically he stated the one reason that everyone states for keeping their manufacturing list private. It's to keep the competition from stealing their factories. But then it made me wonder if Levi's has this problem, considering they've been publishing a factory list for the past 12 years. I assume they haven't had any big problems with it because they've done it for so long. But Everlane is right. The future is radical transparency. I just don't think that they're quite there yet. And if they're serious about upholding their slogan of radical transparency, I think they're going to have to share some more information with their consumers.